So rebounding, boxing out, what does that all entail? Basically, a lot of times it's focus and it's technique along with contact and a will to go get the ball. People say, wow, she or he has a nose for the basketball, meaning they're always around the basketball. Well, a lot of times rebounding is just a want to, and boxing out is a want to. So for instance, if I'm guarding someone right around the lane area and a shot goes up, first of all, I have to understand angles. I can tell if the ball's gonna be short, if it's gonna be long, if it's gonna hit the heel of the rim and bounce out. And I've got to start practicing that. I've got to understand, how certain balls fly off this way or that way or whatever. And one thing that players do not work on a lot individually is the rebounding aspect. And so it takes maybe someone that you're working with to shoot the ball 20 times and try to miss it 20 times for you to kind of understand, okay, you know what? If the ball's coming out of this angle, I need to go get it here. I need to position myself this way, position myself that way. And I've seen girls come through this program or my programs and get college scholarships just because they can rebound the basketball consistently and rebound it well. And they're not super tall. A lot of them are 5'10", 5'11", and yet they have a nose for the basketball. They go after the basketball. So anyway, with the boxing out, shot goes up. First thing you do is you don't follow the flight of the basketball. You get an idea where the ball is going, and then you go find the person that you're guarding or the person in your area. So you turn and you want to try to put your forearm into their stomach if you can. Not hit them, but just put your forearm and kind of hold them, okay? Now you're sealing them off like that. Then you duck into them, so you just pivot into them like this and put them on your back. Your arms are like this. Too many people I see rebound with their hands here. You can't because where are your hands? You're gonna rebound the ball with your shoulders. So you stay low, get a wide base so they have a hard time getting around your right or left, but then have your hands ready and use your backside to push them off. So now you know where they are, and your goal is to make sure they don't get the rebound. So you're doing this, you say, well, what about the ball? The ball's gonna do what the ball's gonna do. When the ball leaves the shooter's hand, you can't control which way it's gonna go. So you don't need to stay there and watch the basketball the whole time. A lot of times you see kids just stand there and watch the basketball and then go get it. Again, they're being reactive. Proactive rebounders make sure their person doesn't get the ball, they turn, and then they see kind of where the angle of the ball's coming, and then they go get it. It's kind of like catch and release. They catch the player and then release and go get the basketball. But their first or primary goal is to make sure the person in the area and their person or that they're guarding is not going to get the basketball. So once that's accomplished, then you're free to go get the ball. And when you get it, if you're not the primary guard that rebounds the basketball or not a ball handler, you always want to turn to the outside to make your outlet passes. A lot of times you get a rebound and you'll see people try to throw the ball in the middle of the floor or make passes down the middle. What happens is all the defense runs back to the middle and there's turnovers after you just got a good stop and a good rebound. Turn the ball right back over because everybody runs back to the middle of the floor and start tipping at the ball or stealing passes or whatever. So you always want to turn to the outside, and make an outlet pass there. So I'll talk more about passes later on, but with the rebounding, just remember, make contact. Don't be concerned or overly concerned with the flight of the basketball. Yes, you can start figuring out rebounding angles, whatever, and it does take practice to do that. But the primary concern is make sure that he or she does not get the ball, keep your contact, and then go get it after that. Because now you're taking care of this, okay? Now go get that. Don't do this and that. Now you're worried about this person coming in and the ball at the same time, and you start grabbing, and that leads to fouls for you or put yourself in bad spots. The last thing I'll tell you, if you really want to be a good rebounder, is if you have your offensive player somewhere close to the baseline, try to pin them to the baseline. They can't rebound the ball out of bounds. That's always a good technique to use, where if you can pin them with your back to the wall and you're facing the main court and they're behind you, they're out of bounds. There's not a whole lot they can do. So that's just a little extra tip for you. It's called pinning to the baseline. But anyway, remember, you don't have to be a great player to be a great rebounder. A rebounder is just like defense. It's attitude and energy and a want to.